Just waiting for the number to go red. Hello everybody, this is BScout100 and welcome back to some more Miles Edgeworth's Turning Investigations Turnabout Reminiscence. In the previous episode we had finished up examining the crime scene, and now we are going to report everything to Mr. Von Karma himself. So if you like what you see, leave a like down below. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. Share with your friends so they can join in on this adventure, and comment if you have anything to say. God, I'm really out of it. Slept until 2 today because we had a football game last night that didn't end until like 12:30, something like that. So let's keep going. Sir, what is to become of the trial into the Cadopian Embassy staff member's murder?
Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely.
Ha! Looks like you'll have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can't be helped.
The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while.
Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Cadopian Embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell?
What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself, with his naivete.
Naivete? An outrageous circus. Right, sir.
I grow weary of this topic, Edgeworth. I will have you assigned to a different case.
Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you?
I'll consider it.
Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation.
Whatever for?
I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find perfect proof of his guilt.
The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection.
Papa, what do you think is the real culprit behind the case, these murders? Miles and I, we are competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience. Wouldn't you agree?
If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish.
Then you allow us to continue.
In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be a very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, See to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition.
Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Francisca. Thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wish. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. Do we get control again? I know we don't have enough information. So my first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case. Well, since Gumshoe is right here, let's talk to him first. It wasn't me, I tell you! I didn't do anything wrong! Yes, I understand. So let's just calm down, okay, buddy? I doubt I'll get anything useful from the detective while he is in this agitated. Oh, Francisca's our partner. That's a kind of scary profile. There's Miss Yew. Miss Yew. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Francisca von Kahn, and I am about to become the successor to the family name. About to. Guess that means that for now, you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. What? Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. There's one thing I can't stand. It's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows scrunched, with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you. I was trying to go along with the character, but now, just as a voice actor, I don't see what's so funny. What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Apparently, they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. Feel much better now. So, what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in the defendant lobby number 1 the whole time until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad. Why? We had a little something to discuss. That's all. So I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad? Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG-8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident. That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth! I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yew? Sorry. Multitasking. The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. I'm not laughing. I really don't see what's... I know she laughs at a serious atmosphere, but that's just not me. I can't put myself into that character. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine. Really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounds. Wound pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday. I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. There's practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. You did mention that he was in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. Miss Yew, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself. But I do got a lot of consultation requests from the companies to defend them. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know? Huh. Alright then. Perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives. She means murder, Miss Yew. She means murder. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Francisca! Be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or you may be sued by— No! There, I chose carefully. Just like you wanted. That just now was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? I'm sorry. Now that's funny. That was that I could get into. Oh, I feel so bad. Why does my pain give them delight? And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I've never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals in information. Namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or no, this person sounds just like another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now, thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yew is profiting nicely. the way I see it, even though her and she doesn't really deal with the Yanagarasu in terms of being in charge of the case, it seems like she wouldn't want to find out who it is anytime soon. As Edgeworth said, she's benefiting nicely from it. She kind of already seems suspicious. Anyway, time of the murder. Claim that at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad. But don't your lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. What? After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. What did you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more. Bloody... When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murder occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. I'd like to ask you a few more questions about your client, Mr. Macra. Now, your client pressed claim to be the Yotagarasu, is that not correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yotagarasu that had made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yanagarasu. Well, no shit! Yeah, just made that up. He made it up? Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by security cameras. But there's no footage of him sneaking into the Cadopian embassy itself. Hold on for just a second. Then, you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were really ready to defend him? Yes. That's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. So that's why defense lawyers are so detestable. But they are no match for us foreign commerce. Sure. I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you just save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rell was being his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest that I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yew. Let's move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Alright, I guess he calmed down a little bit. Yep. Detective Gumshoe. Hey! It's you, pal! You're here! Ouch! As am I. I don't think you needed to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal! I swear on my honor as a detective! I really didn't! You've only been a detective for like a month. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you really are innocent, that is. That's right! Hey, pal! Go on and do your perfect investigation, and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so, even had you not requested me to, detective. Okay. There's a lot of information being held, so I actually need to remember all of this. And it doesn't help that I usually record this on the weekend before. So like this one's going up today, Tuesday. I'm recording it today, Sunday. And I do that for Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then the next weekend I record the next set. So literally there's a week in between and in between sessions. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you not? What exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing, myself. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported in at my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. Usual post? By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the exact same thing in elementary school. On the first day of school, every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom. Really? No, but mine really was to she's all about perfection, and yet she's screwed up every year on the first day of school. Not so perfect after all, are you, Von Karma? How pathetic for the detective to be compared to a mere schoolchild. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom? Earlier, at around 3:20, and from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn. So I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. Well, looks like you failed that job. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Yow! Your words sting worse than your whip. Jesus Christ. So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope. Not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage. What? Ah! Wait! You can't do that! There's nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad. So, you know. What about your gun? And what is that? And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Ah! Hands off, pal! Just show it to us already. Yow! Annual bonus check within $5 total. Except there's no check inside. You've had your look, now give it back, pal! It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know? So the envelope is really special to me. Now give it back! You don't need to rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later. How could you be so cruel? Oh, okay. What?
I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning.
Now, I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there was one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe.
Understood. But please, make it brief, sir.
I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. We'll do that next time! On Mauset with Ace Attorney Investigations. There's a lot of information there, so I'm going to let you guys kind of take that in for the next couple days, see what you guys can come up with, and I will see you back here on Thursday to continue the investigation. So I will see you guys later.